As the Iranian regime intensifies its repressive measures, including violence against impoverished border communities, crackdowns on women and girls, and a surge in executions, the country's rebellious youth are responding with defiant acts of resistance against the mullahs' centers of oppression and corruption. On May 12th, a series of attacks against regime centers erupted in response to the new wave of executions. In Karaj, a center of fundamentalism was torched, while Basij bases were targeted in Tehran, Karaj, Zanjan, Amol, Bam, and Zarandia. The Basij is the regime's main tool for suppressing protests and spying on dissidents. Basij forces have played an essential role in the recent wave of repression against women and girls. Billboards and signs of Basij bases were also torched in Gachsaran and Avaz, further highlighting the youth's determination to challenge the regime's repressive apparatus. Posters of regime founder Ruhollah Khomeini, regime supreme leader Ali Khamenei, and Qasem Soleimani, the regime's former terror mastermind, were set ablaze in Tehran, Karaj, Zanjan, Zahedan, Islamabad-e-Gharb, and Masjid Soleiman, symbolizing the youth's rejection of the regime's ideology and its export of terrorism at the expense of the Iranian people. On May 13th, an explosion rocked the Khomeini Foundation in Koshkbijar, Gilan Province, northern Iran. This attack was a direct response to the regime's murder of a young porter in the Banekh border area on May 9th. The Khomeini Foundation, tasked with looting the people's wealth and channeling it for the regime's terrorist activities abroad and suppressing protests at home, has become a symbol of the mullahs' corruption and disregard for the well-being of ordinary Iranians. At the same time, in Mashhad, northeast Iran, an explosion targeted a regime building in District 12, lending support to the ongoing protests by retirees demanding higher pensions and condemning the regime's rampant corruption. As Iran's economy continues to nosedive under the corrupt rule of the mullahs, retirees are living in abject poverty, and their demands have fallen on deaf ears. The rebellious youth have become their voice, amplifying their calls for justice and accountability. In Bam, southeast Iran, a propaganda center of the regime was hit by an explosion, a response to the brutal murder of Baloch singer Bilal Nasrui, who was stabbed to death by security forces in Zahedan. The attack underscores the youth's unwavering solidarity with the oppressed ethnic minorities and their determination to challenge the regime's systematic discrimination and violence. Another explosion rocked a propaganda center in Yazd, central Iran, expressing support for prisoners in Dastgerd prison in Isfahan who protested the transfer of 4 inmates to solitary confinement in preparation for execution on May 8th. In Karaj, northern Iran, a regime building was targeted in solidarity with political prisoners who have been holding hunger strikes every Tuesday to protest executions. The rebellious youth of Iran are braving the odds at a time when the regime is clamping down on any form of dissent, bringing hope to millions of Iranians who wish for regime change and the establishment of a democratic republic.
Follow the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran on YouTube, Facebook, X, and our website.